How's it going, everyone? So, we're back for some more Trails of Cold Steel. Man, I always forget how I really do forget how dialogue heavy the back half of the game, not the back half, excuse me, the early half of the game is.
Leave it to me.
Of course.
My turn.
I've got this. Right.
Right.
My turn.
But yeah. So, Laura for Elliot. And what was the game plan? Oh yeah, these three quests. Oh, excuse me. So, let's see how badly I'm gonna butcher the English language reading today. Come to Le Sage on Bankier Street. Oh, travel in another district to Bankier. Well now, you kids must be from Thor's Class 7. I'm Howard, the owner of this boutique. You look shocked that I know who you are, but I was the one who designed those uniforms you're wearing. Is it so? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you then. Come to think of it, we just heard yesterday that our uniforms were made here. They're fantastic uniforms. It's an honor to be able to speak to the man who designed them. You're gonna make me blush if you keep all that up. It's really the other way around. You all suit your uniforms very well. You've even made your own little tweaks to match your personalities. Good stuff. Thanks. I'm guessing you're here because of that request I sent in, then. That's right. Can you tell us a little more about it? No problem. So, we got some new shoes in, but I'd like one of you to give them a little test run for me, just to see how they hold up in action. Oh, that sounds interesting. It's not our usual kind of request. Glad to see the interest. So, you got time to wear some shoes? Would be glad to help. That's the way. Just what kind of shoes do you need us to test? They're actually the Strega Corporation's newest design. The Strega Corporation? I think I've heard that name before. I don't know my shoe brands very well. I guess they ain't that popular here in Erebonia. I do happen to be familiar with them, actually. I believe they celebrated their 50th anniversary last year. They're from Le Mans State, right? Yes and yes. I'm pretty impressed you two know so much. Same here. I read about them in a magazine once, that's all. Huh. I just realized that you're wearing Strega shoes yourself, young lady. Strega stuff is easy to move in and durable enough. And they're pretty decent. Good to hear some positive impressions. Anyway, I should probably explain what I actually want you to do. Or I will, after we decide on who will wear them. The ones I've got are for girls. Specifically, girls who are maybe 160 to 170 rage tall. I've only got one person here who fits that bill. You're up, Laura. I can't imagine anyone else in our group wearing them, at least. Then it's sorted. Mind if I ask you to put them on now? Of course. Seems like they're a perfect fit. Oh, excuse me. You'll need this as well, so here you go. What might this be? It's an orbal pedometer, which you'll use to track how many steps you've taken. It works in tandem with the transceiver and the shoes to count all your steps. Yeah, it sounds like overkill, but I like my data as accurate as possible. That definitely seems thorough. Is there a specific number of steps you'd like me to take before we return? I think 2,000 steps should do it. You can walk around more if you want, though. The results should be the same either way. So more steps isn't better or worse. Either way, once you clear 2,000, come on back and talk to me. Understood? Okay, Laura, ready to do some walking? Always. Alright, while we're doing that, time to go to Orst. Yeah, Ost. Oh. Well, let's zip them zoom back. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll be back soon enough. Oh. Oh, you're... Machias! I'm so glad you came. It's no trouble. You want us to find a kitten for you, right? That's right. She's been gone since yesterday, and we were worried sick. But then we heard about all of you from City Hall. It was quite a surprise, to be honest. When we sent our request to the Residents Association, we never expected Carl would take matters into his own hands. Oh, so you didn't send it to us directly? That's as sharp as ever. Yeah, he really knows how to handle things around here. He is the governor for a reason. Back on topic. Now, back on topic though. I've heard that you're all very busy as it is. Do you have the time to help us with this? If not, there's no need to worry about it. Hi, Toma. I swear I turned this thing off. Why is it on? Give me 1 second. Yeah, why did we get that? I turned that off. Yeah, it's deactivated and everything. Manage permissions. Weird. Oh well. There's always time to find a pet. Oh, thank you so much. Does that mean you're gonna find No-No? That's right. We'll bring her back before you know it. Could you tell us what she looks like? Of course. She's a kitten with pure white fur, and she's wearing a red collar with a bell on it. Oh, she's a bit of a scaredy cat. Noted. So, when did she disappear? Yesterday evening. She ran away because I left the window open. It's all my fault. Oh no, Cha-Cha. It's not your fault. We told you she was too small to be able to get out of the window, and that keeping it open would be fine. It's so high up, we never expected her to be able to get out that way. That seems like a natural assumption. You can't underestimate cats, even if they're young. Applies to her too. Agreed. Is there anything else you know that could help us? Unfortunately not. But just as Cha-Cha said, No-No's scared very easily. It's only been one night since she left, so it's very likely that she's still in the Ost district. I see. So we're probably better off keeping our search pretty local. Yeah. And I think we can safely assume we should begin our search outdoors. Someone certainly would have gotten in contact with the association if she managed to get into their house. then it does stand to reason that she'd be somewhere outside. Great. We'll start searching right away. Thank you so much. Please find Nono for me. Let's see. Kitty. What a strange cat. It almost resembles a cow. Wonder if you can milk it. I doubt that somehow. This one doesn't match Nono's descriptions, though. Yeah, let's check elsewhere. Oh, there's a cat. Not the right color, though. Then it's not Nono. Doesn't seem like there's any other cats around here either. Yeah, we should go check elsewhere. Kitties. A mom and her kitten. It's always nice to see a family getting along. Neither of them match the description we've been given, though. Yeah. Then we should keep searching. I believe we've searched the entirety of the Oz district now. Yeah, I think so too. What's up? Well, Oz's home to most of Heimdall's stray cats, but I haven't seen their leader around anywhere. They have a leader? I guess we haven't really searched the alleyways or anything else or anything yet. True. Those are the kinds of places you'd expect to find kittens too. Allow us to return to our search then. What's wrong, Feet? That's quite the impressive presence, I feel. It's massive for a cat. Maybe this is their leader? That's one big cat. That's him. That's the leader of all the cats in the Oz district. They call him Mr. Tittles. That's not a very imposing name. He sure is quick, especially for his size. He's not the boss for nothing. I guess his hideout's on the other side of this gate. It must be. I wouldn't have thought to look here. Let's get this gate open and take a look. Is it all right for us to do that? Sure. The only thing behind here is an old abandoned house. No one will complain if we lock it up afterwards. Mr. Tittles should be somewhere around here. There he is. Huh? That kitten matches Nono's description perfectly. But I never would have expected to find her here. Likewise. I'm glad we did, though. Don't celebrate too early. It looks like Mr. Tittles was keeping Nono safe. Oh boy. Looks like we've made him mad too. I'll take care of it. Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. Fee, are you okay? I'm fine. Stay quiet. Got it. We're not your enemy. All we want to do is take that kitten back to her home. Good boy. I'm not really sure what just happened there, but I guess we're in the clear. I have no words. They seem to have connected somehow. I don't think any of us could have predicted this would have happened. Thank you so much for finding No-No. I can hardly believe the legendary Mr. Tittles took her under his care, though. The thought warms this old heart. Agreed. And I'm impressed that Fee was able to connect with him, too. It's not a big deal. Thanks for patching up my finger for me, Cha-Cha. You're welcome. This request allowed us to see a side of Fee we've never seen before. It really did. Oh yes, please, take this. It's not much, but it's the least we can do to thank you all. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Bye-bye. See you all again. Once again, thank you so much for your help. Alright, so we finished that. We still have plenty of walking to do with that. So let's head to the port. Speed this up. Here we are, Heimdall Port. It's the main harbor that opens onto there we go. It's the main harbor that opens onto the Anor River. Ah, so that south-flowing river is the Anor. I can see a warehouse district in the distance as well. Yeah, there's a major harbor. Yeah, fuck. Took 20 minutes, give or take. Yeah, this is a major hub of the capital's freight district network. This is a major hub of the capital's freight distribution network. Not quite as important as the Transcontinental Railroad or airships, but still vital. We also received a monster extermination request from here. Let's see if we can track down whoever made that request. Okay. Excuse me. Would it be possible to speak with the person in charge here? Person in charge, huh? You're looking at him. Something I can help you with? Can't imagine what would draw a bunch of students to the port. We're here on a request from the Imperial Governor. We've been informed that there's a monster around here that needs to be dealt with. Oh, you guys are here about that? I just sent the request to City Hall yesterday. Didn't think they'd get anyone out here that quick. I'll bet this is my father's doing. The sheer coincidence of it all has his fingerprints all over it. Well, he is the Imperial Governor after all. He can pull strings. Huh. Are you Governor Regnance's son? You must be really proud of him. You must be really proud to have such a hard-working dad like that. Yeah, I am. Anyway, would you be willing to explain the particulars of your request to us? Sure, no problem. There's a doorway over there. We know the monster's lurking somewhere in there. It leads to an old underground passage. And lately, we've been hearing the howls of some beast down there. A whole underground passage, you say? You think it's... Might be the same tunnels we went into from the hotel yesterday. It does seem like that network of passageways runs under most of the city. Regardless, it seems the howling monster is to be our target this time. Might I ask how we can gain access to the underground passage? Is there something wrong? This has been bugging me. I think it's something in a way. I think it's something in the way you talk, but you're not a noble, are you? Hi, Stream Elements. Thank you for being late once again. I am, but how does that impact our ability to do what you've requested? Bah, maybe it doesn't, but still. Damn nobles live the high life, looking down on us common folk. Can't really bring myself to ask for help from people who think they're born better than us. But looks like the reformists have a pretty strong foothold in this part of the city. Yeah, but is that any real surprise? Actually, if that bothers you, I should mention I am a noble too. Granted, we're from a pretty distant part of the Empire, but still. You're kidding me, right? Our class is actually made up of both commoners and nobles. I'm a commoner myself, but Reen and Laura here have always gone out of their way to help me. Laura's skill with the sword and her commitment to duty is second to none. She'd never dream of looking down on people or giving less than her all. Elliot, Fee? My friends are telling the truth. My father was the one who assigned us this task. So if you feel you can trust his judgment... Sorry, you're right. You came out of your way to give us a hand, but it's hard to shake off beliefs. Here, I'll leave this with you. Again, I turned it off. Why is it still going? One second, I need to figure this out now. Right, let's see if now that I've completely uninstalled the thing, if it responds. Head farther along the port, and go through the door you find. That'll take you into the underground passage. The layout's pretty complicated, and there's water flowing down there too. But watch your step. You have my thanks. It's nothing. I'm sorry for treating you so rudely. I should be a better man than that. I always thought nobles and commoners were oil and water. But I guess there are some good nobles out there after all. I agree. Alright. We've got ourselves a monster to exterminate. Let's head down into the tunnels. Ready when you are. Before we go, I want you all to know that I really appreciate what you said. Especially you, Fee. Didn't expect that I'd ever hear you stick up for me. It made me truly happy. No need to thank me. There's no change for telling the truth. Well, if you insist. Looks like these two really have patched things up. Well, I'll take that any day compared to what we had before. All right, let's start finding the door. Let's start by finding the door that leads to the underground. Yeah. Ah, wrong button. And I also just remembered I forgot my cheat sheet. Field study day 2. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Shit, did I miss a book? No, I already have chapter 8. Okay. Okay. So, not missing anything. If our last trip into these tunnels is anything to go by, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy going. Indeed, we should make sure we are thoroughly prepared. Right. Seems like this was built in the Middle Ages. And it seems like this was built in the Middle Ages too. Just like the passage we were in yesterday. I think they're connected. Even if they were, they're so far apart that I doubt we could find our way to the tunnel from yesterday. I can hear running water too. It looks like the port chief was right. This area seems like it's connected to. This area seems like it's connected to some kind of waterway. Maybe it even connects directly to the Anna River. Judging by the way the sound echoes, this passage is wider than yesterday's. Just as gloomy though. It's gonna be rough. Yeah. No one was expecting it to be smooth. No one was expecting it to be smooth going. But at least now you and Laura can link with each other. That should make battles that much easier for all of us. Yeah. If you were looking for a chance to make up for all the worry you've caused us, well, here you go. Leave it to us. I'm looking forward to repaying our debt to you all. Looks like those two didn't waste much time putting the past behind them. I'm going to have to be careful they don't leave me in the dust.
Enemy sighted. Let's take them out.
Okay. Now.
Gotcha. Go. The second floor. Damn! That's the power of the... Now's our chance. Let's get him.
My turn.
My turn.
Ah. Alright, not gonna be able to reach them with that.
All right. Let's do this.
Right. Good night.
It's my turn.
Wow. Just small enough.
How about this? Go.
I'll pick you up. I'll handle it. My turn. Done. But we can't.
Enemies ahead!
My turn.
We'll have to fight.
My turn.
Make that
Second
one.
floor. Damn! Leave it to me. Locked in. Won't get away.
I'll handle it. Now.
Gotcha.
Right. Is everybody okay?
Ooh, 2 shinies. No shinies. Turn around. Turn around, please.
Bring it on. It's my turn. Locked in. Won't get away.
My turn. Good night.
I'll handle it. Here I go.
Go. There. That's that.
Let's go back because
I wonder when that mechanism was made.
I'm guessing a few hundred years ago at least. Probably during the Dark Ages.
Those were difficult times back then. A challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
Watch out. This is a go. The second floor. Damn. Now's our chance.
You're open.
It's my turn. Locked in. Won't get away.
Okay. Here.
Right. Good night.
My turn. There. Okay. It's safe for now. An A plus.
Success.
alright, that's it for them. 1, 2, 3. Only 2 shinies. Hey, it's better than last time I went through a dungeon and I got like, I think 1 shiny out of all the chests, out of all the breakables. Don't think I missed you. No shiny.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
My turn. Target lock.
It's my turn. Locked in. Won't get away. My turn. The second floor. Damn. Okay. It's.
I legitimately forgot that Reen actually gets Gale in this game, which it's a godsend that he gets it.
Now's our chance.
I'll handle it. Yeah.
My turn. Okay. It's safe for now. I did it.
I've only just...
Oh, a treasure chest.
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
Come on, turn around, please. Damn it.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
I'll handle it.
My turn. There. Right. Locked in. Won't get away.
Okay. Here.
My turn. Good night.
My turn. The second floor. Gale.
My turn.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Alright, sorry. I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Mail came and what I thought was mail being delivered, which I'm waiting for something specific for myself. And, it wasn't, so
Target lock.
I was disappointed.
Right. Eat that. Here we go. Okay.
Damn it!
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
Gale. Yeah, this one lets me hit the... This one lets me hit the most
Second
targets.
floor. Damn. It's my turn. Locked in. Won't get away. Go.
I'll bed you up.
There we go.
Good night.
Okay. Done.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do the thing I didn't want to do. Because it's now just being annoying and won't stop. Even though I've removed the app. Hi, Toucan Sam.
Advantage is ours. My turn. Here.
Go! The second form. Yeah! That's that.
Advantage is ours. I'll handle it. Here.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
The second form. Yeah!
Right. Good night.
Right.
My turn. Target lock. Got it.
Gotcha.
That one all right.
See? We make a great team. Enemy sighted.
I'll
Take him
handle
out.
Here.
Leave it to me. Locked in, walking away.
My turn. Good night.
Go! The second form. Gale!
Take this.
My turn.
My turn. Now.
Gotcha!
Sweet victory.
A well-deserved one at that.
I can't tell if that's generic or not.
Enemy sighted. Let's take them out.
Okay. Here.
Go! The second form. Gale! That's the power of...
An ape.
Done.
And no shiny.
Enemy sighted.
I'll handle
Take
it.
him out.
Here.
Right. Locked in, walking away.
My turn. Second form. Gale!
Good night.
Okay. Target lock. Got it.
Gotcha! My turn. Ta! We'll cut our own path.
All right.
It's really interesting how most of these attacks Green has for now are not going to exist in come the next game.
Okay.
My turn. The second form. Gale!
It's my turn.
Right. Oh,
I'll handle it. Now.
Gotcha! Go! There!
right.
Leave it to me.
Go! I'll bed you up! Sweet victory!
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
I'll handle it. Here.
Here we go. The second form. Gale!
Right!
It's my turn.
My turn. Targets.
Okay, let's see.
Enemy sighted. Take him out. Here we go. The second form. Gale!
Leave it to me. Keep that.
I'll handle it.
Right!
Okay. Now.
Gotcha.
Too slow. Done. I spy treasure. Hostile spotted. Beginning. I'll handle it. Here.
It's my turn. Locked in. Won't get away.
Good night!
Go! The second form. Gale!
I'll handle it. Too slow.
My turn!
That's what's supposed to normally happen with
My
me
turn.
every turn.
My turn.
But for
Leave
some
it to
reason
me.
it doesn't.
Keep that.
And it's
All
weird.
right, let's keep moving.
Like every time Fee is able to evade an attack, she's normally supposed to immediately counterattack. That's the effect of what is it? That's the effect of the Wrath Quartz she has. Counterattacks after evasion. Oh no, it's counterattacks after evading. Huh. What? Something is there's an ability that's supposed to. I think it's a later quartz. Then it must be a later master quartz that makes us that counterattacks are always
Stay on guard and don't get caught.
that
Here we go.
evading always leads to a count. No, that's it. It's a quartz in the later games that makes it that her counterattacks are supposed to evade.
Bam!
Oh,
Now's our chance.
that evading will always lead to a counterattack. And I forgot that that's how it
Okay.
is.
Too slow. I'll handle it. Got it.
Gotcha.
Right. Locked in. Won't get away. Go.
I'll bed you up!
Here we go.
Right! Oh, we did.
Oh, that took a lot longer than I needed to do. Any shinies? All of them. That's rare. Is this gonna be a regular chest, a rare chest, or a monster chest? Let's find out.
I spy
Rare
treasure.
chest. No shiny. Wow, we're going pretty deep in here this time.
This place seems like it goes on forever.
My father sure gave us a real humdinger of a job to deal with.
Well, I'm sure we must be getting close now. Bring it on!
Right! Locked him, won't get away!
I'll handle it. Here.
Here we go! Second floor! Damn!
I'll handle it. Target's a...
Shiny! And will this be a shiny? It is! Wow. I'm eating good tonight with all the shinies.
Stay on guard and
Okay.
don't get cocky!
Here.
My turn. Good night.
Go!
And yep,
Second
there we go.
floor.
Gale,
Damn!
all that are
We'll
dead.
cut our-
I did it!
That looks like a tough one. Be careful.
Watch out!
My
this
turn.
is a tough one!
Yeah.
Here we go! Second floor! Damn!
My turn. Good night.
My turn.
Right! Locked him, won't get away!
Here we go! Ha!
Okay.
I used the wrong item.
I'll handle it.
Go!
Right, that's for faint. Sedative was what I meant to use.
Thanks.
Locked him, won't get away!
Right.
Oh no, you don't!
Green, you didn't need to
My
do
turn.
that.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Done.
Shinies? Yes, 2 shinies. And it's just another green slime.
Stay on guard
My
and don't
turn.
get cocky!
My turn!
Can I hit them all? No.
Second floor! Damn!
Leave it to me!
Right.
Great!
Shiny, and... is it going to be a regular, rare, or monster? It is rare.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Leg breaker. Let's go this way. Ah, there's the monster chest.
Advantage is ours. My turn. Here.
Here we go! Second... Okay, it's...
Oh, excuse me. Chest.
My turn!
Let's get this over with.
Second floor! Damn!
Leave it to me!
And
Lock him,
petrify.
walk it away.
Nope,
Okay.
poison. And cancel.
My turn. My turn. Target's a...
$1 million question is how do I get around to that? Which probably involves whatever I have to do this way.
Enemy sighted. Let's take him
I'll
out.
handle it. Got it.
Got it! Here we go! The second floor! Damn! Go!
Broken. That one off.
No, not what I wanted to do. Still not what I wanted to do. There we go. Shiny? No. Shinies? No. Yes. Alright, that's how I get to the monster chest.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
My turn.
Right. Good night.
Here we go! The second floor! Damn! Now's our chance!
Broken. Okay. Target locked.
It's my turn.
I'll handle it. Now.
Got it! My turn! Ha! That's that. Let's
Oh, hi.
bring it on!
My turn.
It's my turn. Locked in. Won't get away.
Good night.
Go!
And this should kill
Second
them all.
floor! Damn! That's
Yep.
that.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
And the monster chest is...
Watch out, guys.
Here we go!
Oh, that's actually kind of annoying.
All right,
Leave
let's
it
do
to me.
this!
It's my turn. Locked in. Won't get away.
I'll handle it. Arcus, activate. Yeah.
Right.
I'll handle it. Now.
Got it! Oh no, you don't! My turn!
That's right, everyone. Crowd around. Make it easy for me to
Second
nuke.
floor! Damn! Go!
Broken. I'll handle it.
Leave it to me. There's no time to
Alright, well, that did it. And it's Zerum powder. Kind of useful. Ah, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons again. Alright, there we go. I'm betting that's the monster we need to take care of. Looks like a gigantic crocodile. Seems pretty vicious too. And this area doesn't have very good footing either. We'll need to make sure we're fully prepared before we engage it. This is our opportunity to put our combat links to test, V. Right. Alright, game. You win.
This looks tough. Careful.
I'll handle it. Here.
I'll pick you up.
My turn. No, it's
Right. Give it up, everyone.
Okay. Got it.
an opening.
Too slow.
Here we go.
There's a performance just for you. Seventh Rhapsody. You've been a wonderful audience.
Here we go. Flames, yep.
Okay. Rig.
Of course.
Too slow. My turn.
My turn.
My turn. Hey, now.
Broken. My turn. Got it. Let's get this
Just
over.
have everyone do it.
Of course.
Got it.
Wow, that was weaker than I expected it to be.
Here we go. The second form, Gale.
Right. Shatter. We should keep going.
Alright, everything's dead.
I did it.
I did it.
Success.
I did it!
You. We did it. Just... Fee? Mm-hmm. It's hard to believe that not even 24 hours ago, you two still weren't getting along. The two of you really made an amazing team, though. With the two of you coordinating your attacks, I don't think anything stands a chance against us. No, that monster clearly just had the advantage as far as brute strength is concerned. If we didn't have superior numbers, I doubt we would have emerged victorious. Yep. We've still got room for improvement. The thought of you two getting any stronger is kind of terrifying. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just seeing those two got me thinking that I'm going to need to strengthen my own resolve soon too. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it for now. Anyway, we ought to get back and give her a report. Very well then.
A challenging foe.
This looks tough. Careful.
I forget things respawn.
The second form, get out.
I'll pick you up.
My turn.
Right. Shatter.
My turn.
Okay. Got it.
An opening.
Go. We'll cut our own.
Oh, excuse me. Is something the matter? Oh, I didn't notice this before, but does anyone else feel a slight breeze in this area? Wait. This way. You think this is like the passage we found yesterday? So there's a secret passage here too. If so, I imagine it probably opens like the last one did. Maybe this leads to somewhere else in the capital then. No way to know for sure until we open it. Ah yes, instead of opening it in the cutscene, you make me take half a step and then press the button. I suspected as much. I wonder where this leads. It's hard to be sure. We lose our sense of direction. We lose our sense of distance and location traveling underground like this. But if I had to guess, I'd say we're heading in the direction of... Maybe there's an exit close by. Alright, let's try and make our way outside. More treasure. Hi.
I welcome all challengers.
Go! The second floor. Jam! Go!
I'll pick you up.
I'll handle it.
My turn. Oh, we...
And then... Any Chinese? No. Oh, hey, big guy.
Dangerous foe. Stay up. Watch out. This is a tough one.
Okay.
My turn. There!
Right.
I'll handle it. Okay.
Go! That's that.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Family member came home and needed to ask me something. Okay, so I got the chest, so this way.
Enemies ahead!
I'll handle it. Target lock.
Damn it.
Go! There! That's that.
Okay, good.
I welcome all challengers.
Go!
I don't have enough CP.
My turn.
Don't take that out of context, please. They really could have used a better name than that.
Too slow. Too slow.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
An opening.
My turn.
My turn. Hey!
My turn. Here.
Here we go.
My turn. Let's go.
Got it.
You're finished. Okay, that was tough.
Nice work, though.
Ooh, shiny. Okay, so there's one more chest. Turn around, please. No, fuck it.
I welcome all challengers.
My turn. The second floor. Gale!
I'll handle it. Passed out.
Okay, yeah. So up the ladder. Around and...
Is that a treasure chest?
Can I jump down from here? No, I cannot. I forget if it's Cold Steel 2 or Cold Steel 3 where they finally add the ability to jump down ledges and ladders. I think it's... I hope it's 2, but I think it's 3 where they add that.
Oh, there's the exit.
We're finally there.
Let's rest. Save. Hmm? Hey, isn't this... We seem to have emerged in the Oz district. Monkius's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, I had no idea that underground passage. Wow, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel, I'll say. Maybe it's a sign. What was that? That must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, that's Heimdall's cathedral. That's Heimdall Cathedral's bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away, over in the Sank district, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here. Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our house. What? You mean Monkius? You're inviting us to your home? Ah, so this is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Yeah, the pub's supposed to be pretty well known for its fish and chips. I'll admit it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. Better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations, though. What food isn't? This coffee seems pretty high class, though. It's got a nice rich fragrance. Do you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah. It looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then he gets the chance to take some time away from his duties and come relax back here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. That does sound like something I could see Governor Regnant saying. He seems like quite a respectable man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this house. Ah, right. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy and relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Yay, voice acting, finally.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Oh. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died. Around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through, but my father proved to be a very capable government official, and eventually he was promoted to an important government position where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about, until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall, though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day, and eventually the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the four great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice, and the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage, but they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time, she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. But I told her, I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life? After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, then the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them. To show how right I was. How wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. He's mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
I had to be very quiet during that whole scene just because of how emotional it was. I should have, I completely forgot to put that's exactly where the backstory was placed, so I forgot to put the whole, big S-word warning, like with Persona. Well, lunchtime's over. It must be almost time for the summer festival, decorations to start going up. Huh. I would have thought preparations for that would have started way before now. Is the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask, I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Animism does seem to have mostly vanished here. Not as much as in Varur or Crossbell, though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the Imperial family. Yeah, that does sound about right. Oh, that makes sense. Is that your Arcus ringing? What's it doing ringing out here? This is Class 7, Group A, Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hello there, Reen. This is Karl Regnitz. Governor Regnitz? Dad? Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use our Arcus's communication functionality in the city, didn't he? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yes, now is totally fine. We actually just left your home. Maki has invited us in for coffee. Did he? No, did he now? I have a favorite specialty store. I had a favorite specialty store roast those beans just the way I like them. It was top-notch brew, all right. But with all that's been going on, it was nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. Well, I'm glad you were able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point, I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hand. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. An extra task? We can do that, sure, but what exactly is it you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at a jeweler's in the Garnier district. But that's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? Your confusion is understandable. However, the jeweler submitted a report of the burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally, I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to the Garnier district at once. All right then. I leave this matter in your hands. What was that all about? Whatever it was, you seem perplexed. Well, wait till you hear this. So a jewelry boutique was burglarized and the culprit left a message addressed to us. Weird. Though thinking about it, this all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to the Garnier district and find out what happened. Have we hit the amount of steps needed already? Oh, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Okay, good. Before I that's not where I wanted to go. Before I forget, let's go back here and hand this in. Hey, done with the endurance test, I see? Mind if I get those back? By all means. Impressive, you walk pretty far, but they're still in near perfect shape. Think I'll be able to recommend these to our customers with no reservations at all. I still want to take another good look at them later, but I'm confident enough to order another batch right now. Glad I could be of assistance. The Strega Corporation must be quite the company if they've been around for 50 years, though. They've got some history, all right. Still not too well known in Erebonia, though. Particularly because we've historically been one of the most protectionist countries on this continent. That's been changing bit by bit over the past 10 years thanks to Chancellor Osborne's reforms, though. There was a new clause added to the Customs Act at the end of last year that further relaxed import restrictions, too. That's what made me decide to start stocking Strega stuff, actually. I'm sure the nobles are feeling frustrated over that, considering the restrictions only benefited them. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the common people, though. Chancellor Osborne knows what he's doing. Frightfully well. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, yeah. I should give you your reward before I forget. First of all, let me give you a brand spanking new pair of those shoes you just tested out. You just tested out for me. I need someone specific for the. I needed someone specific for the test run. There's no need to worry about that with these. They're transistor free. They'll fit anyone as long as you tie them properly. My thanks. Cheers. Guess that's that. Thanks again for the test help. Travel. Okay, hang on. Before I do that, let me make sure. Yep, everything else is done. So now it's just that. So travel back to the Garnier district. Can I stop hitting every button but the one that I need to hit? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, are you in charge of the store? We're here on behalf of the local government to investigate a reported burglary. Yes, that's right, I'm the owner. You must be the students from Thor's Military Academy. Indeed, Class 7, Group A, at your service. Oh, thank goodness. We may yet have a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So that's the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless Carnelia gemstones, captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. It's the centerpiece of our display, under consideration to become a national treasure, and valued at almost 100 million mira. Pretty pricey. Yeah, I'll say so. It was being displayed in that big showcase in the center of the room, wasn't it? I'd heard that the store was fitted with the best security system money could buy, so they could display the tiara safely. I'm afraid this was all due to my carelessness. There was no problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me falling right into into Phantom Thief B's trap. Wait, the Phantom Thief B? I've heard all manners of rumors about him, but I still find it hard to believe this was actually his doing. That name sounds kind of familiar. Seems like Elliot and Machias know of him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. He calls himself a liberator of beauty, and he made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. He's even gained an enthusiastic fan following for the daring and graceful methods he uses during his thefts. Oh, now I remember where I've heard this name before. He's the thief who managed to steal an orbital tank from the Imperial Army, right? Yeah. That's one of his most famous exploits. I seem to recall hearing that story. I wonder how one steals a tank. So, do you know how the tiara was stolen? Phantom Thief B is well known for sending the victims a card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. Did he send a card this time? Yes, that's right. The card also contained this message: your prized tiara has already been replaced with an imitation. However, that message was a feint. While we did have the utmost faith in our security, we knew that if anyone could get past it, it would be him. We decided to open the display case to check the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. So that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I'm assuming you weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face. Indeed, as soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time we got them back on, the tiara had vanished. I see. Sounds like he's no ordinary thief. With a piece as valuable as this, can you maybe explain how you decided we'd be the optimal choice for this request? Oh, of course. Please, take a look at this. First, you must not report this incident to the Railway Military Police. Second, you must deliver the other card here. You must deliver the other card here. 1 second. Second, you must deliver the other card here to the members of Thor's Military Academy Class 7 Group A. Third, the aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on said card. Phantom Thief B. It really is addressed to us. I find the thief's apparent reveling in his crime somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. Do you have this other card? Do you have this other card that the thief mentioned? Of course, please, take this. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 Group A. Should you wish to receive the treasure you seek, accept and overcome the trial I have placed before you. All the keys lie within the Vermilion capital. The first key is at the feet of the conqueror with the heart of a lion. A riddle, is it? Well, I'm sure the Vermilion capital is just referring to the city itself. But as for the feet of a conqueror with the heart of a lion, seems like a treasure hunt. This card's our first clue. It does seem that way. So do you think you can help us out? We'd be happy to help. Indeed. Taunting us like that? I'm all for whipping the smug satisfaction off his face. Let's be off then. Thank you so much. Please find it. Alright, so... Dracula's Plaza. Look at all those polygons. The conqueror with the heart of a lion. It couldn't mean anything other than the statue of Emperor Dracula's. Agreed. It's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Dracula's the Lionheart. And this statue is the most famous monument of him here in Heimdall. The chances are good that we're in the right place. The card said to look at his feet. Let's do it then. Here we go. It's the same type of card as the last one too. You know, it's really hard to think that, like, people wouldn't walk around, look at the statue, notice this, and just not take it themselves. I assume we were correct then. Well, we won't know until we check. The second key is in the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. The second key, so basically, we've got another scavenger hunt. So it seems. I can't believe he's making us go through this whole rigmarole. What can we do but play along, though? In the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace, just what could that mean? The Opera House, maybe? Nope. Matter Park.
This park is so peaceful, it's easy to forget we're in the capital.
I could take a nap here.
Yeah, people love to come here to relax.
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Poor old man. His hip's broken. It's set northeastern seat of the hang on. It's gotta be this one. Yep, there we go. This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all the signs point to the Crystal Garden, which leaves only the northeastern seat, and I'm presuming is referring to an actual place to sit on, which would suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeastern part of the garden. Is that it? Seems so. What's it say? Let's see. The third key is at the round table where one rested the rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Oh goody, another riddle. Still, what can we do but keep going? Ah, it seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Who are you again? He's Baron Blueblond. Yeah, we first met during our field study in Boreahard, I believe. Très bien. I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces among your throng today. No? Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard mentions of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way here to Heimdall? You could indeed say that. However, to meet not just in Boreahard, but among the picturesque elegance of the Vermilion capital as well. Truly, it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable. Would you not agree? I'm not sure about that. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique. Let's just call it that. I couldn't sense him coming at all, though. Please, the intensity of your stare is positively withering. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly that you cannot help but gaze in wonder? Oh, I'd bet all the mirror I have on me that that's absolutely not the case. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. And there he goes. So what did he come to convey to us? With that guy, who knows? Alright, next up, we go to Alto Street. And into the Bracers Guild. Up the stairs. And oh, hi, a round table. The gauntlet that supports the east of the city. The gauntlet is the symbol of the Bracers Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem, too. Yeah, the once and east part mentioned in the note seem important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild, and while the capital once had two such branches, this is the easternmost one. This must be the round table. Ah, there it is. I can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, though from the looks of it, it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Still, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. The fourth key is, on the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Sure enough, it's another riddle. And a rather challenging one at that. Heimdall Port. Which one was it again?
Being near water always helps me relax.
Not this one.
Oh yeah, your hometown is right on a lake, isn't it?
The steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdall Port. And that would make its white burden in these containers. I can't see a card attached to any of them, though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. Perhaps we could discuss this with whoever is in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us. That'd be Port Chief Danberto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he's willing to help us. How the devils did that get stuck on the bottom of that? It wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the containers, and that would have meant moving the crane. But when did he do it? None of us even noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it. But it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. That aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. This one's just as obtuse as the others. Though if it's also hidden near the water's edge, from all the indications, I'd say the next one is here in Heimdall Port 2. It says final key and Crimson Crown too, so at least there's that. Yeah, looks like it's the last one. I need to run around this whole place because I do not remember.
Esperanza?
I believe it means hope.
Okay, it's just a fishing site. Oh boy. Oh, right, this thing. The steel car. My guess is that the last clue refers to the orbital tram. That seems like the best fit. What about marching with the minutes? The tram schedule, of course, arriving and departing at present times. Heimdall Port is the starting and ending point for all the trams in the city. So you could say that the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense in a weird way. I guess this is the place then. Let's get the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor? Sure. What do you need? The infamous Phantom Thief B hid something in this tram car? Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on, take a look around as much as you want. Thanks for your cooperation. It looks like this must be the Black Ark mentioned on the card. Our Phantom Thief appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago? I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's have a look inside. It has such a fiery glow to it. Well, this is definitely the Crimson Tiara we've been running all over town looking for. So this thing's worth 100 million Mira? I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, we've got to be really careful about getting this back to the jeweler safely.
So the tiara really was in there, huh? Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence.
I'll say, but hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you? Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
Dun dun dun! I mean, it was fucking painfully obvious.
What?
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier?
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B.
Once more, this would have been a nice little aha! Had I played past Legend of Heroes games.
Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden, after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see! Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid!
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Can't believe that you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated on us he seems, I don't think that's all that likely. Well, better not to say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please, take these as a token of my thanks. This is a lot of Sepith. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? I almost feel like more. I almost feel like more than. It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique. After all, we have more sepith lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that doesn't make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I can do after all you've done for us. Alright. So that's it for that. Whew. That was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was an even more unpleasant fellow than I was expecting. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him. We didn't suspect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Reen? I was just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all those other things he did. If this was martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the master level. I can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A, too. I can't imagine why. Hold on. Is it my father again? This is Class 7 Group A, Reen Chorser speaking. Hello, hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Ooh, got it in one. How'd you guess? Don't tell me. Is it your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher? I have, many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on field studies. Is something wrong? Actually, there's somewhere I'd like Group A to go. When you finished up what you have to do for your field study, I'd like you to head over to the Sank District. Okay, let's see. That's where Heimdall Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Elise's Academy is somewhere around there too. Yeah, that's the place. I want all you assembled outside St. Estrea's girls' school at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, have fun. Toodles. Hey, hold on. What's wrong? It sounded as though the instructor is being here. Yeah. It sounds as though the instructor is being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much. I don't know what she's thinking. Oh, I know where that is. At Girls' Academy for Nobles. Isn't that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself. But I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? Kind of curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. Weird ones, probably. It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading over. The best way to get to the Sank District is by tram, right? Yeah. Doesn't matter where we catch the tram from. It'll pass through there. I almost dread to think what we'll have to do when we get there, though. Okay, I have to take the tram. I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we've arrived at the Sank District. Should we get going now? Let me double check, make sure I have everything done. Like, no extra hidden, whatever. Yep, nope, that's it. Alright, let's just save real quick.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
I mean, it's an all-girls school and we're 3 guys standing in front of it. Of course it'd be awkward.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
Well, the other
I
group's
can
not here
totally
yet, as you can see.
understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
I mean, this school is literally a flower garden for lilies, if you catch what I'm saying.
Oh?
And Laura would literally be the queen bee drawing them in.
I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
About that.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Ugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee.
She's the same age as Fee, and in the English shares the same voice actress as Fee. It's almost like she's almost Fee, except she's not.
I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Go play Legend of Hero Trails in the Sky Part 1 through 3 to find out that story. I will eventually get to that once I buy Parts 2 and 3.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as imperial governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
There is also an OVA, I believe, for Legend of Hero Trails in the Sky Part 1. So if you don't want to play Part 1, you can play that, you can watch that, and then go right into Parts 2 and 3.
Ah, you made it.
Alright, now we're 5 boys standing in front of an all-girls school. This is definitely very awkward now.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
I go back to, I'm surprised that, like, they didn't split up Machias and Elliot between the two groups, so at least each one had a native to Heimdall to help guide them.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Granted, I understand why, because, you know, we need to expunge both their backstories.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
So now the only one whose backstory we know nothing about right now is Emma.
Wait. Did you two...
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now.
Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms.
Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say?
It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Reen?
Oh, hey.
Please, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you, too.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here?
Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine.
Oh, gee, I wonder who this friend is.
Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estraya Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
This is exactly the reason why I'm not reading any of these lines. They go by way too fast. Ugh. I could feel their stares boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. You think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I mean, it's basically a girl's... When you get down to St. Estrella, think of it as basically a girls' Catholic boarding school. So if you know how any restrictions on girls' Catholic boarding schools work, apply that to this. I don't know, and I don't care. Look at those textures on that door. Also remember,
What's in
originally
here?
PS Vita game. Ah, good. Voice acting's back.
It looks like an indoor garden.
This is the Academy's rose garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside.
I can
Who
only
did
imagine
call us
who it
here
was.
anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Yeah, it's very considerable, very social, very standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh,
No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me. I knew it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alphin. Alphin Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead.
That one's miffed.
Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in St. Estrella too, but it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But I...
Well, she seems lively.
She's got Elise wrapped around her little finger.
she seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
I compare her more to a fairy, probably. Especially with how mischievous she is.
Me too.
Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Reen Schwarzer.
Oh no!
Elise has told me so much about you.
Oh no!
Your Highness!
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Rain. Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
It's really interesting to see, especially in the same cutscene when she does talk, how different of a range Cassandra Lee Morris can have between Princess Alphen and Fee.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress
with this
these
game, it's
feelings
more
any
like a
longer.
love dodecahedral.
I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness.
Oh, there comes the Brocon.
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Oh no!
Who do you mean?
The lute!
Hey,
It can only be
what's
one
the
guy!
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
matter? I apologize for keeping you waiting.
Oh no!
It's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well, young lady? Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable?
It's so weird seeing him with that jacket, but his hair in the ponytail rather than
Who's this guy?
long.
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution.
I don't know how a womanizer is an academic in this school, but whatever.
In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school.
Don't say the joke for me when I already said it!
But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Officer, he's right there.
Could he be?
Ow!
I think that's quite
Where the hell
enough.
did the Harrison come from?
Any more of that and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Oh, wait. So this is... Whoa.
Indeed. Tis I, Olivert Rice Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince.
Unscrupulous, you mean very accurate individuals.
I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part too.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Pretty much.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness.
This is the least amount of reading I've had to do in quite a while. It is very nice. This is the other reason why I'm playing this in dub, besides, you know, the convenience factor And the fact that I actually really like the dubcast, Toma, is also because the English dub for this franchise has added more lines than the Japanese dub did. The Japanese dub actually doesn't have as many, as much line reading as the English side does, which is very welcomed.
I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the Imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
Nihon Falcom, for some reason,
surprisingly
just does not
forthright
like putting
coming from you.
as much line reading in their games as they need to these days. Especially with how long their games are.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
I mean, I've made the joke, but go back to my playthrough of Dot Hack Infection. Yes, it's a shorter game, technically, but it had way more line reading than this game did. And that's a game that came out in 2001.
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put
Again,
your visit during the incident that occurred.
Go play
there,
Trails
correct?
in the Skies 1, 2, and 3 for the story of what he did in Liberl.
Right.
I will eventually
All I've
get to those
done
games.
since I returned
I
to
just need to buy
Erebonia
Trails in the
has been
Sky 2 and
inspired
3.
by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion.
Understandable. I enjoy game soundtracks though, so
One of
if
which
I
is to
like the
bring
music
winds
enough,
of
it
change
doesn't
to
bother me,
Thor's
especially if I'm
military
the
academy.
since I'm the type who can sometimes
Gust of
put a
fresh
controller
air,
down
if
for like
you will.
an hour and lose track of what I was doing on my phone.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7. And why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts, not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure
Shows to
whether
go
we
that
can
while he
live up
may
to
be a
such high
womanizer, he's also a
expectations.
very smart man.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. That was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother.
Yep. Emma is the only one left whose backstory we don't know as of yet.
But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it.
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the and it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day, you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country. Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
Wise words. Very wise words.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
He's the only one who says the principal's name accurately in this game. Everyone else will pronounce Principal Van Dyke as Principal Van Dyck. I think it's not until Cold Steel 3 where everyone properly pronounces his name.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
Alcoholism?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
Well, cat's out of the bag now.
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
Alright. That little reprieve is over. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going back to reading now. Yep. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alphen of all people. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. We will. Thanks. Thank you for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. Wait. Oof. Well, sister's angry. Don't worry. I can kinda understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Reen, a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Machia's father invited me to attend. Yeah, I seem to recall hearing that myself. And that's the one at the Crystal Garden in Matter Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Reen. Yeah, that'll do it. Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opportunity. But inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own 2 feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer. That you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen? Well... The unamused expression. I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. You're only, like, what, 2 years younger than him, if I'm correct? No. That's not what I meant, Your Highness. That's my sister, all right. She really knows how to twist the knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Olivert. Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else. Or is there someone you're already courting? Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean... Yikes, how am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Very well. I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so... I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seems like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. I want to say there's a joke about how dense he is, but I can't quite put my finger on it. A dwarf star would look at him and blush at how dense he is. She didn't... Ah, crap. I didn't read that line yet. Can't deny it seemed that way. But... I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous the whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. He gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agendas for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop, too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be, too. I assumed you already knew about her history, Fee. Yep. The guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those old days. If it isn't the drunkard herself. Instructor? How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history. I guess that kinda tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit, then. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh. Did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? Oh, hi, Claire. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite an unusual combination. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea, but the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had a chance to explain? Actually, there's a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he's decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. Oh, hi, Humvees. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall Central Station. Alright, let's speed up the unimportant parts of the cutscene. Terrorists? Ah, oops, woof! T-word. Indeed. I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the name of the group's members, its size or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has a English. There we go. Okay, yep. The title of the stream is finally coming full circle. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist groups have established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the Nord Highlands, who was trying to start a war, is a member? Ah. So he's one of them, He said his name was Gideon, or G, or something like that. So that's what the man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow? On the first day of the festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight, after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. And then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there'll be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. Bah. It'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP has no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, wow. These two really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this or your field study task tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. Summer festival is a busy time after all. Lots of little details that need to be squared away. Yes. That would be Trails to Zero and Trails to Azure, which I also need to download. Though we've already met this brother that she's talking about. think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. All right then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor. Still, instructor, what is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while myself now. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. But I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers. By then, the Imperial government had its eyes on us. They started making life difficult for us. Took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually the branches here started closing one by one, with no real prospect, or ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor. Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though that's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Knock it off. So, that's what happened. You mentioned that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attack. What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same as Fee. It wasn't the same group Fee used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sounds of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belongs to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of a novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things, money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that. Which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, though. So all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your reports written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she's pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she feels a bit weird being back in her old workplace. You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. All right. The sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. Thought I heard something outside. Maybe I should check it out. It sounded like footsteps. Someone go downstairs? I don't remember if this... Well, I would assume it's optional, but why would you not do it? Oh. Instructor Sarah? Oh, did I wake you? I just thought I heard something, so I came to see what it was. Can't sleep? Nah, just feeling a little nostalgic being back here, I guess. Years ago, someone suggested that I become a bracer, and that's what I did. I spent my days working with a bunch of odd friends and companions, going through requests after request. It seems weird now how busy I used to be back then. It does seem like work kept you on your toes. Still, this building means a lot to you, huh? Yeah, it does. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish I could go back to those days sometimes. It was definitely exhausting, but I guess I was usually having too much fun to notice. More than anything, I really felt like I belonged there. Oh? Don't get me wrong, though. I really enjoyed my work now. You do? How could I not? I ended up becoming your class instructor. As far as I'm concerned, life's just as fulfilling now as it was back then. No need for you to get all soft and start worrying about me. Alright. But I'll keep doing whatever I can, so that you'll always feel like you belong here with Class 7. Thanks. Look at us, up in the middle of the night talking away like a couple of barflies. If we had a bottle or two here, I would have loved to drink until dawn with you. But we're all out. Tragic. You do know I'm too young to drink, right? Well, we should probably get back to our rooms and get some sleep. Tomorrow's gonna be another action-packed day, so we'll need all the rest we can get. Too true. We'll be counting on you again tomorrow, Instructor. You're gonna need my tender sorry, one second. You're gonna need my tender mercies too. You've got some hard work coming your way, so you better get a good night's sleep.
Drinks are on me someday.
Oh, hey, look, it's a mysterious hooded figure.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber. Yeah!
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
Alright, I'm gonna go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call and just give me a call on your Arcus. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I got a notification, I need to double check it. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact. But I won't let them forget. But I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon too. Let's be off then. Yeah. I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people, since it's the first day of the summer festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. Alright, so we're gonna stop here for the day, as this is a good stopping point, because we still got quite a bit. This is one of the longer campaigns. So, thank you for coming. Tomorrow I will be starting a brand new game. Don't leave just yet, though, because I plan to raid my boy Ethan as soon as I'm done. So, thank you all for coming, and I will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock for Tales of the Abyss. Bye-bye.